uncertain due to a calf injury. According to Fox Bet Sportsbook, Washington remains a heavy favorite to win the NFC East. So, Shannon, how will this impact Sunday's game against Carolina?
The only reason Dwayne Haskins is still on this ball club is because one quarterback is on IR and the uncertainty of Alex Smith. Skip, he already has a COVID protocol violation. So this to say you didn't know.
That was because he had tried to get a friend into the team hotel on Saturday night. Check.
Correct,
yeah.
Which is a violation.
It was.
Now, he got this potential violation, Skip, after he stunk the joint up. So instead of going home and not let anybody see your face, you want to go out. Now, forget the fact that, Skip, if I'm not mistaken, his head coach, Ron Rivera, just finished his last round of chemo about 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
He's highly susceptible to this disease. Dwayne Haskins says, I don't give a flip. My teammates are counting on me. One quarterback on IR, the other is nursing a calf injury with the little bit of calf that he has left.
Yeah.
You know what?
And they're still in first place in the East.
You know what? I really want to go. I really want to go jack off some bread, but you know what, guys? I can't let my teammate down. Skip, I can't, they're counting on me. Now, forget y'all. This is about me. I don't care what y'all want to do. I know y'all doing the right thing, but I ain't going to do it. I don't see a scenario in 2021 where he's on this roster. Now, Ron Rivera tried to make it abundantly clear early in the season, Skip. He didn't demote him to second team. He demoted him all the way down to inactive. And he goes and does this. And this is why it's so hard for you to win a championship, Skip, because one guy can really blow the whole ship up. Does he realize what happened with the Broncos?
Yeah.
Broncos had a guy test positive. The other quarterbacks in the room was not, because you got to put cameras everywhere, Skip, because they see everything now. NFL got cameras in everybody's building, so they can see. You can't lie to them. They say, you know what we're going to make you do? We're going to go play with a lawnmower repairman. Now, I'm just being facetious, Skip, but they went and had to get a guy, put him on the practice squad as a wide receiver and play him at quarterback.
Yep.
That's what the NFL did. They said, we don't care anything about competitive fairness. We care about stopping this outbreak or the spread. For Dwayne Haskins to do that at this moment, Skip, you win one game and you're the division champ.
You are.
And he's so selfish, he cares so much about Dwayne Haskins and not about his teammates. This is what he does.
Yep.
See, for me, Skip, now I can't trust you. I can't have you on my team. Not at that position. You play the most important position, and I can't trust you to make that one decision. That's the one decision, Skip. I understand, Skip. Guys, everybody's not like you, Shaq. I get that. But in this situation, during a pandemic, it's a little different. And you have to be willing to sacrifice that. Washington, after the season, wash your hands.
With you on all you said. But before I address that part of this equation, I first speak as a Cowboy fan clinging to perhaps delusional hope. I'm enjoying this from a distance because all of a sudden it's possible that Washington is faced with its Ben DiNucci moment this Sunday. I don't know Alex Smith's status. There are reports that he seems like he's on his way back and he may be able to play on Sunday.
A real chance.
Real chance. God bless him. I'll knock on wood for him. But it's a calf problem. They're notoriously difficult to get rid of.
Yeah.
And he could be at jeopardy if he tries to play for it to go again.
Yeah.
So I don't know what his physical status will be on Sunday. But if it's in doubt, you're going to have to reach down on the depth chart to one Taylor Heineke from Old Dominion, undrafted. He did start one game a couple of years back for Carolina.
Oh, the Brewski, old Brewski, old Taylor Brewski, that's what they call it.
Yeah, that's what they call him. There's also on the practice squad one Steven Montez, undrafted rookie out of Colorado, who yesterday happened to like a tweet that called Dwayne Haskins garbage. He liked it.
Yeah.
I love that. There's a little dissension in the ranks.
Skip, I think there's not a question of what people in that locker room think of him. Because anybody that will continuously put themselves in front of the team.
Yeah, Steven Montez, undrafted out of Colorado, rookie, might have spoken for the veterans in the locker room when he did that.
Yes.
Not that he was speaking for them, but it might mirror or echo what they would be saying.
Guys in Skip, and sometimes you've been around locker rooms enough to know The guys in the locker room know everything about a player in the locker room. Now, the perception that some media might have or some people outside that building, but you can't fool those people in that building because they see you every day and they know you just as well as your family because you're spending 8, 9 hours a day, sometimes 5, 10, 15 years with a person. So they know you. And for him to say that, Skip, that's not an accident.
Okay. So my team was forced in a pivotal game at Philadelphia. I think it was on Sunday night.
It was.
Sunday night. We were forced to play a 7th-round pick out of James Madison named Ben DiNucci.
Yeah.
His initials are B-A-D. Bad. And he was bad that night. So to me, it would be fair as fair. Washington should face its Ben DiNucci moment this Sunday. They flexed the game to late afternoon, so now it's right up against the Cowboy game.
So you got to play.
So I want to see Steven Montez, who liked that garbage tweet on Dwayne Haskins. I want to see him start a game as an undrafted rookie out of Colorado.
I mean, obviously he's going to have to test. But a lot of people, Skip, for him, if he's not allowed to be around the team, hell, he can't really learn the plays. Hell, he's there every day. How the hell he going to learn on Zoom away from the team? He need all the practice he can get.
Okay.
Does he realize how bad he looked on Sunday, Skip?
It was actually the best game he's played this year because those first 4 games he started, they were really garbage. Really. He had an average QBR of 30 in those 4 games.
The only thing that saved him is his defense was hellacious.
Yep. So he actually had a QBR of 58 in this game, but it was 1 touchdown to 2 interceptions. They hung in. They lost 20-15 at home to Seattle. And then he went out and did that. Okay. For the record, this isn't 20/20 hindsight. I said on this show repeatedly, I do not like Dwayne Haskins enough to take him in the first round. They took him with the 15th overall pick, and by all accounts, the owner wanted this. That nobody else wanted to take Dwayne Haskins. My fear was he was a product. Remember what he was throwing to at Ohio State? McLaurin, Paris Campbell, Olave. Dobbins is running the ball behind offensive line that protected him like Fort Knox, right? Well, it's not that hard to light defenses up, especially Michigan's defense, as he did in that game where they just blew out Michigan, as you recall, at Ohio State. So the point is that I just didn't like him anyway, but I didn't even know about his makeup. That's an even bigger problem than the lack of ability.
It's not, Skip. It's really, when guys get into your building, it's really hard to tell. It's away from the building that exposes who a player, who he is at his core. See, discipline requires you to do your very best, even when you think no one else is watching.
Yep.
But my grandma used to say, Skip, the night has 1,000 eyes. On most nights, it has 1,002.
I don't think she was original with that one.
No. It has 1,002 because somebody sees you. Now, see, did you think anybody saw him, Skip? He thought nobody saw him. Skip, does he know what this is? Does he know how many marriages and how many lives this camera phone has ruined? Or how many it would have ruined if it was 30, 40 years in the making? So in the last 20 years, how many lives have this thing ruined, Skip? Millions. And still...
I don't know if I could go to millions, but maybe.
It's cost jobs. It's cost... I'm not just talking about us, people we hear about. I can assure you.
So, Washington, the playing field is now leveled. You get your Ben DiNucci moment.
You all about for selfish reasons, Skip. I'm trying to have an honest conversation.
No, I got what you're saying, and I agree with everything you just said. But I'm a Cowboy fan, and I got maybe false hope, but I got a little hope that I'm clinging to.
Jalen Hurts going to put your hope
holding on to that hope.
Jalen Hurts going to put your hopes to rest.
You're still holding on to it.
Let's go, Jay Hurts.
Given up on it.
Jay Hurts, baby.
Now you love him.
Yep, I do. I love it.
Season for Skip and his Cowboys. We actually need to go back to LeBron.